Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to your monthly reading for November 2022. This is for Sagittarius, Sun and Rising, and if you are new to my channel, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. I also use astrology and my guides to help bring a lot more clarity, to get more specific. The reason I do this, Sagittarius, is because A, I love you, B, I want you to feel like this is a personal reading rather than a general spread. Now, Sagittarius, listen, November is a huge month, especially for you, okay? You know we're going into your birthday season, so happy birthday to those Sagittarians born toward the end of the month. We love you. I love Sagittarians. Listen, this is a big month. I'm not going to lie. We're coming off the heels of a major eclipse, okay? That eclipse was in Scorpio, and it was in your 12th house, so you could have gone really deep at that point, right? The 12th house represents our subconscious, the past, even like hidden enemies and secrets. Things come up around that time. Now, this eclipse that's coming up is a full moon, lunar eclipse in Taurus, okay? Sagittarius, that's your 6th house. So that really is affecting like your daily activities, okay? You might find a lot of attention around work, even your health. But this is why we do tarot. We get to the bottom of it. Last thing I want you to know, Sagittarius, we know that Jupiter went back into Pisces, okay? It's going direct on the same day as the new moon in your sign at the end of this month, all right? So you may have some home matters come up, all right? Jupiter is a planet of luck and prosperity and, profit. So some of y'all could move. Okay, some of y'all could move. Some of y'all could move in with partners, new partners. You could be moving to different cities. There could be some attention around your family and your parents. But let's go ahead and get started. See what's going on for you, Sagittarius. For November 2022, again, it is a very big month. All right, the first 2 weeks, a little like, right? Because it's there's so much intensity, and there are a lot of squares and oppositions, but we'll get through it, and they start clearing up toward mid-month. But in any case, listen, Sagittarius, like I said earlier, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread. It gives the best full picture of what's going on, and stay tuned to the end because I pull a card a week, okay? Just to give you an idea of what to expect every week this month. Now, if you're new to my channel, I leave, again, all the key astrological dates in the description box. If you want to follow along, there's a lot happening this month. Huge month, all right? Now, Sagittarius, listen. Wow. Okay, so here we go. This is really interesting. This is very interesting, okay, Sagittarius? I think this is probably one of your most interesting spreads. So there's a lot of money energy. Look at all the pentacles you got. So let's go ahead and get started. You got the 8 of Pentacles, which is really funny because, I do a daily reading and for my shorts. And this was the card for today. And I made the analogy. Think of the movie Karate Kid, okay? Now, he did all the wax on and wax off. And, he did practiced the crane a million times. But look where it got him. He won, all right? He won the big fight in the end. Not only that, he got a bunch of sequels. And now he got his show rebooted, all right? This is sort of that energy, that repetition, just practice, just really, really going for it, okay? We're starting to build our legacy. That's where your head's been out. You've probably been thinking about that, the past few weeks. Where am I right now? Where do I want to be? Not only a year from now, but 5 years from now, 10 years from now. If you haven't, let's start thinking about that, okay? This is really good energy, and I love that you did pull this card. A lot of hope behind it, but listen, hard work really does pay off. You can see that he's removed himself from the village just to focus a little more because he's so committed, all right? A lot of long-term commitment energy here, but you see the castle in the back. Sagittarius, that's all yours. If you keep working as hard as you do, listen, again, we're talking about building your legacy here, okay? And there is all that activity around that eclipse in your 6th house of daily activities. You may find yourself working every day a little bit harder, because Here we go. You got the 9 of Wands. So this is really funny because I make, speaking of analogies, I always make that analogy. I think of fourth grade math class when your math teacher had that poster of the cat hanging from the tree. This is that card. Hang in there. Don't give up. Okay. Looks like you're focused now, but some of y'all may have really gone through the ringer. Okay. Some of y'all have maybe endured a lot, but at this point, you can see the man here. He's got gauze on his head. He looks maybe a little out of sorts, but he's ready. Okay. He's ready to take on more if he needs to, okay? A lot of resilience energy here, but at the end of the day, 9, we all do math, comes before 10. 10 is the end of the suit. This is Wands. These are your passions, your ideas, things that you are really just, want to move forward with. Now, it looks like there could have been some moments of things that have just been knocking you down a little bit, all right, in the past few weeks, especially around that eclipse. I want you to know with the 9, things, you're so close to the end, so just hang in there, okay? That is what November is for you, is like, the finish line is there, all right? It's no longer moving away from you if you have felt like that, for maybe a project you've been working on, maybe a career, maybe some endeavor, maybe something that has to do with your home, family, relationships. Listen, these are passions, okay? A lot of work energy, though, all right? That's what really comes through. Now, you did get the Ace of Pentacles, all right? Listen, this is the biggest pentacle, all right? The biggest pentacle in tarot, and the Ace ushers in new change, new opportunity. Now, listen, it came up in your challenge area, so what I want you to do, Sagittarius, at this point, through November, okay? I want you to, instead of looking back, I want you to look forward, all right? I don't want that disconnect here. I don't want a disconnect between what's happening in your life, what's going to happen with this eclipse, and especially with the 9 of Wands in the heart of your spread. This is that new opportunity coming in, but, the main message that's coming through is that there's something going on with you right now where it's almost like a miss. It's like someone throws you the baseball and you miss it, but it's because you're not paying attention. Does that make sense? I don't want that for you. I want you to have all the abundance in the world. I mean, you're Sagittarius, all right? You're Sagittarius, and if you are a subscriber, how much I talk about how y'all are so fiery and so fun. And listen, a lot of this is going to be just really, really just getting down deep into remembering what your passions are, being open to new opportunities, or even just, with your spread right here, it is almost like working hard, working hard, working hard. I see what's in front of me. I see the mountain like up ahead. I see the golden road. However, I keep turning my back. Does that make sense? Like, it's almost like there is some sort of disconnect, okay? So I want you to have that Ace of Pentacles come through. I really do, okay? I want you to be open to new opportunities should they arise. We are in eclipse season. It is bringing a lot of new change. And as I said, it's going to be, it's really in, this one upcoming. It's going to affect like things on a daily basis for you. All right. Now, listen, you did get the High Priestess, and I love the fact that you got the High Priestess in your crown. It says you are really thinking about being a little bit more intuitive. You feel like, one of the reasons why I feel like the analogy, when I said, it's like someone throws you a baseball and you miss it because you're not looking. That's a big energy coming up. With a High Priestess in your crown, it's almost like you really do want to tap within. So go with that, all right? She comes out when she needs to tell you, listen, trust your intuition at this point, all right? Trust your intuition. That's going to help you make these decisions. That's going to help you look forward. That's going to help you everything just work more in your favor, because when you tap within, that's where the deeper wisdom is. That's where that deep knowledge is, okay? And when I say intuition, I mean, she is the guardian of the subconscious, all right? So as I said earlier, as we are currently in Scorpio season, we still are. That is your 12th house of the subconscious, okay? So I want you, whatever comes up, I just want you to use it as a powerful force of good. What's going to help you move forward, Sagittarius? You did get the 6 of Pentacles as well. All right, so I do love that you got that. All right, I do love this. I love the 6 of Pentacles. All right, this is all about generosity and gratitude. You can see the man here just helping the needy at this point. Some of y'all may feel like you need that. So if you need to reach out to people, do it. All right. This card is all about harmony. 6 is the heart of the tree of life. Okay. This is going to bring that balance. If you feel like things have been topsy-turvy, this is going to bring that balance. I mean, you see the scale in his hand. Okay. Knowing that, just knowing that balance between giving and receiving. Oh, that energy flow. Ooh. You'll feel it. It feels good. All right. It feels really good. And gratitude really is, it is what really carries that positive energy through the universe. All right. It is so, so important to know that and to know the balance of it. All right. So, that's just something that I want you to remember. If it helps, one thing I always say is, oh my gosh, Sagittarius, you're going to find this really cheesy, but I say, you know how we live in a world of instant gratification? I try to change that and say, let's live in a world of instant gratitude, right? That's, because it really is, I mean, I can talk about the laws of attraction, but y'all are smart. You know how this works. You know how just having that gratitude, being aware and appreciating everything in our life, remember that energy flow makes everything so much better. All right. Now, Sagittarius, look, you got the 2 of Pentacles in your future. It looks like in November you're going to have to make a choice. Speaking of imbalance, I mentioned that earlier. That's almost like you don't feel like you're on solid footing. Some Sagittarians may feel like there's something pulling you in different directions, or you're at a crossroads, or some of y'all may not even may be in a place where you're just like, oh my gosh, what's next? Like, that's the big thing, right? So you're gonna, you see him juggling 2 Pentacles here. This card, there's a lot of imbalance in this card, and so once you let one of those Pentacles go, oh my gosh, remember what I said about that energy flow, and then look at what it brings. All right, you got the Ace of Swords. So you will have this powerful moment of clarity. All right, remember what I said about trusting your intuition. That's going to help you make decisions moving forward. Okay, you're good. It's going to put you in this is one of the most powerful swords. Listen, swords are the mental suit. Okay, so if you feel like you've even had fog brain, boom, you'll be good. All right, you'll be good. Just trust your instincts. Trust your intuition at this point. Okay, Sagittarius, I really want that for you, and I want you to know that, if you feel that you've really been going through it, it's all coming to an end. 9 is, it is fulfillment. It's coming so close to the end of this chapter. All right, you just have to make some decision at some point. Okay, now it may not have to be like a physical, like something like it could be like between 2 jobs, relationships, like, do I move forward with this? There's a lot of things that it could represent, but it's something that is definitely on your mind. Okay, especially with the High Priestess in your crown, especially with the Ace of Swords in your future, clarifying the 2 of Pentacles. So this is your reading, Sagittarius. You know what it is. All right, so Sagittarius, I have full faith in you. I love, especially because you got this, I love this. Okay, now let's get to your stuff. Sagittarius, by the way, if you're new to my channel, it would be so great if you like and subscribe. Really helps my channel grow. If you are a subscriber, you know I love you. I love you so much. Thanks for being here with me every week. You really make my day. And Sagittarians, I always say I love you. Listen, did you know that there's Walt Disney? Okay, here we go. Walt Disney, Sagittarian. Miley Cyrus, Sagittarian. Even, oh my gosh, even Nostradamus. Did you know that? He was a Sagittarian. All right, so isn't that crazy? All the fun, y'all are so fun. Y'all are so fun and it's so much energy. This high energy, high impact energy. I love y'all. Okay. This is really great. I'm looking at your staff, and it really is just telling the full story here for November. Now, it looks like you really want to get going. You really want to move forward. It looks like, the message that's coming through is things are not happening fast enough. But the reason why is because you really need to spend that time trusting your intuition, okay? That's the universe just helping you, being on your side, all right? Remember that balance, okay? Because if you don't trust your intuition at this point, if you don't trust yourself, you could stumble moving forward, all right? So this is great that you did get the Eight of Wands, because it's showing that you do want to move forward and there's enthusiasm around it, okay? And, for some Sagittarians, there could be stuff that you're working on where you felt like there were delays or something. It's almost like that's your big thing right now, all right? And I am getting the impression it's like this is one thing, all right? For a lot of y'all, it's not even just like, oh, I want this, I want this, I want. It's just like there's one thing. Listen, you did get the Eight of Swords, okay? So listen, this came up in your external factors, as you can see. There is a woman who is blindfolded. She's bound, literally out of touch when you are bound like that, surrounded by swords. Now, she put herself there. We call, the victim card, okay? Self-victim. She believes that she has built a fortress, all right? She thinks that she's protecting herself, whereas actually, in reality, she built a prison, okay? Now, remember what I said earlier, those swords are the mental suit. So this is you being a prisoner of your thoughts. So there is something that may happen this month that is going to put you in this place where you're not trusting yourself, and there is something that you don't want to face, and it is resonating with this Two of Pentacles energy. So it could be a lot bigger than you actually think. And I really, really look at this. You got the Nine of Cups. So here's the thing. I really do want you to trust yourself. This whole intuition thing and trusting yourself and really tapping within and harnessing that your true essence, right? Who you are. And Sagittarians, out of all the signs, you really, really do care about your identity as we move into the second half of this month. The sun is in your sign, okay? A bundle of planets goes into your sign. So we start looking at our self-identity around this time, Sagittarius. You do, all right? Because that's all you. So there could be a point where you kind of retreat, or some of y'all may not be ready to face that truth, but I think you will. You got the Nine of Cups, okay? And so, remember what I said earlier about gratitude? It's showing up again, all right? This is joy. This is gratitude. This is, look, the cups arranged over his head. Cups are emotions. When they're over your head like that, that's spiritual enlightenment, okay? He's almost as if he's, the way that he's sitting, it's almost like he's showing them off like they're trophies in a way. Do you know what I mean? I want you to be proud, okay? But it is genie in a bottle energy. So once you get out of that headspace, okay? The headspace where it is causing a little imbalance and maybe even just like not knowing what's going on and you keep looking back, that kind of energy. Once you get out of that headspace, the things that you want start happening for you. This is, I said earlier, genie in a bottle energy. This is a wish coming true. It's coming through. It's in your external factors area. All right. You also remember you have the Ace of Swords in your future, so it looks like you will have that breakthrough. Okay. So for some of those where this is a little bit harder, there could be something that's really hard for you to overcome or to make a decision about. Just know, look at what's on the other side. All right. Now, you did get the World, Sagittarius. Come on. You got the World. It looks like you're just waiting for a lot of this to end. There's a lot of things that are happening in your lives where it may be a little challenging, and you're ready for it to end. All right, the world out of the trump cards. This is the last one. All right, this is you coming to the end of the journey, and then when you get to the end of the journey, right? You start a new one. All right, and so lot victory, success, a lot of stability with this card, but it's such a beautiful card, and I love that you got it. And it shows me, especially where it is in the reading, this is really just what you want. You want to get out of this space and just move forward. Now, Sagittarius, I have amazing news for you. You got the sun, okay? In your final outcome. Now, if you are a subscriber, you know how much I talk about the sun, okay? You know that you look at any tarot reader, okay? A lot of them say this is the best card in the deck. Now listen, I agree. It's in my top, all right? It's in my top 3, okay? This is a powerful card. Sagittarius, you are alive because of the sun. You and me are pets, the billions of people on this planet. Not only that, Earth exists because of the sun. Our solar system is there because of the sun. It holds it together. Listen, I'm not even joking when I say this is, and dark energy, dark matter. This is not only the most powerful symbol in tarot, it is one of the most powerful symbols in the world. Not even a symbol, but a thing, okay? This is how powerful the sun is. This is optimism. This is joy. This is growth. This is abundance. This is everything going your way. I call it the BFY, the big fat yes. Everybody knows this is the biggest yes in tarot. Your yeses are coming. The things that you want, you are getting those yeses. That came in your final outcome. So Sagittarius, when you are spending time in your head this month, when you go deep in your subconscious, like I said earlier, use them, okay, as a force of good to become, recognize some things that are maybe holding you back, moving forward. All right, it's all about moving forward, and it's as clear as day. That's what you want in this headspace that you're in. Just know that you do have protection. You have the high priestess in your crown. All right, so Sagittarius, I love you so much. Brad Pitt. Another Sagittarius. What was okay? So every week. Okay, so here we go. I pull a card a week for every week of November. This is in addition to the weekly readings I do, but again, this is just a very brief one card pull to give you an idea of what's going on. So the first week of November, Venus is being a little naughty. All right, I'm not gonna lie. We're really happy when Venus goes into your sign on the 16th because Venus is in detriment in Scorpio. All right, so yeah. So here we go. Strength. There we go. Love it. I love it. All right. Just use it now. Okay. Find that strength. All right. Now, when I say find that strength, for some of y'all are going to find that strength with friends, family, okay? You're going to find it through the people that you know. For a lot of other Sagittarians, you're going to find it through your spirit animal, all right? Just like that lion here. And when I say spirit animal, whatever you believe in that brings you strength, whether it is God, whether it is the universe, whether it's your kids or your dog, find that strength, okay? You're fine. You'll be good. Looks like you'll be finding it too. Second week of November, we know that is the week of the powerful full moon, total lunar eclipse in Taurus, which is in your 6th house, okay? So, Sagittarius, it's a game-changing week, okay? It's a game-changing week. You did get the 7 of Swords, all right? So, here's the thing. This eclipse is not a great one. I'm not gonna lie. Again, you can go to my description box. I write a little bit in detail of what's going on. This eclipse isn't the best, okay? And so I'd say like 90% of the readings I've done so far they've gotten cards for the second week of November. This is what you do though, Sagittarius. You start facing the truth, okay? This is the week where you're going to be going deep, okay? You start anything that's not serving you well. I don't want you to lie to yourself anymore. Remember what I said earlier when I was getting that energy of like someone's throwing you the ball but you're not catching it, because you're not looking. This is the time to look, okay? The time to look really deep. Also, yeah, some of y'all will have some revelations, okay? It's going to be good for you. All right. Remember I told you that all that activity in your 12th house. So, hidden enemies. I mean, this is the lying, cheating, stealing card. So, some of y'all may have some revelations about people in your life that may not be doing something that, just underhanded maybe a little bit, but that's a lot of sunlight in this card. They're doing it in broad daylight, and you are, you have the protection of the High Priestess. You have, you're in your 12th house. You'll be fine, okay? If you do discover that someone may not be doing something great, confront them, okay? Don't ignore, don't miss the ball on purpose, okay? Now, third week of November, this is when things start getting really good. Venus goes into your sign on the 16th, the day after Mercury goes into your sign, and then we know, well, you don't know, but I'm going to tell you now, and mark this in your calendar. On the 20th, the sun is trining Jupiter. All right, so that makes the 20th of November the best day of the month. Okay, so yeah, you got the 9 of Swords. I love this. Okay. I love this for you. It does look like a grim card, okay, but it's just, affirming everything that's happening here, especially because you got the 8 of Swords here too, okay? But you are going to have that mental breakthrough. You have that strength, and you have the Sun, all right? As well as the High Priestess and the World. So this, what does this mean? 9. We're so close to the end, okay? So if you are losing sleep overnight over something that may have happened, and it could, because huge message that's coming through, it's because of this. Just know you're so close to the end. I'm getting a fight too. Some of y'all may get into some sort of argument, but just know it's coming to an end. All those swords that are stacked up that have been stressing you out, making some of y'all may be grieving over something. Some of y'all may be, sad over something. Maybe someone did something really bad to you. Maybe you did something bad to someone else, and you feel guilty. And whatever it is at this point, know that all you have to do, look at the comforter, okay? You see the roses, okay? You see the amazing astrological symbols. There's comfort, all right? So, go to bed at night. I don't want you to go to bed at night, like, with, all these thoughts in your head. I want you to have positive affirmations, because they actually work. Our brain does go through theta mode, like, right before we sleep, and you can Google it because it's this amazing thing, and that's why people do these positive affirmations before they go to bed, and even in the morning, because it actually works. It's switch. I'm not even going to get into it because this reading has gone on so long, and so my last card, but Google it, please. The last week, we're officially in your sign, okay? So the sun goes into your sign, and we have that powerful new moon in your sign the same day that Jupiter goes direct, all right? Ooh, that's a lot happening, all right? There's also a lot of other stuff happening that week, okay? Page of Pentacles. I love this, okay? So, Sagittarius, listen. Some of y'all are going to get new job offers, or some of y'all are actually going to get start something on the side. Like even like selling, you make something, you're selling it on Etsy, or you start a blog, or some of y'all are starting something. But anyway, you did get the Page of Pentacles, which is really great because the page ushers in a lot of new change as well. Just below the Ace, very powerful, even though he is the newbie in the royal court, very powerful energy, new. All right, think new beginnings, but also remember Messenger as well. You may be getting a message that last week of November about something like a new job, okay? Something that you may be really passionate about, all right? Even just money coming in some way, because Pentacles are, first of all, this is the most earth, I mean, the pages are earth, right? Pentacles are earth. So I love this. Tangible realities. Y'all may actually be getting something that you wanted, like you're signing on a new home or an apartment, moving into a new place, that, right? Or even the car that you've wanted. Something's coming through. All right, so this is really great for you, but again, this is kicking off something extra special for you, something really new. But I just want you to remember, you have nothing to worry about. And listen, I know that it's you know, it's not easy having all these planets in your 12th house, especially in Scorpio, because it's really intense. But look at the outcome. You're fine. You're so fine. Oh, Mickey. Speaking of Walt, well, yeah, was that song? Is that song "Oh Mickey" or is that about Mickey Mouse? I don't even know. Is that a dumb question? Well, it's just because I mentioned Walt Disney earlier. Anyway, I talk way too much, so I'm gonna let you go, Sagittarius. I really love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, again, it would be so great if you like, subscribe, and leave comments. And if you're a subscriber, you know I love you. Thank you so much for being here with me every week. I will see you next week. Bye bye.